in the 9 months you're gonna have you a little one, because what they say, a period don't stop nothing but a sentence. Period don't stop nothing but a sentence. What's up guys, it's your girl Lex and I'm back tonight with another video. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell so that you get notified every time your girl posts a new video. If you are new to my channel, welcome back. Today we're doing episode 2 of the Girl Talk series. If you missed the first one, go back and watch it. Like I said, if you're new, go back and watch the first one. It was on relationships. This one is on periods. Like I said in the first video, I got a lot of answers from girls that I didn't think of. Like, I never thought to talk about hygiene or periods or any of that stuff. I was thinking everything was gonna have to do with guys or relationships, friendships, stuff like that. But I'm kind of excited to talk about it because there are some things that girls have questions about. There's probably still some things I have questions about, but it's a good topic for me because I actually have really bad periods, so I feel like I'll be able to answer a lot of people's questions. And then a lot of the questions were like pre-period or new to period stuff, so I'm assuming I have some younger following who just need answers. Maybe you're scared, it's new to you, it is something scary, so I understand. Ask questions. You may not be comfortable asking people around you, so if that is the case, I'm here to help. While we do this, or while I am talking to you guys, I'm actually gonna attempt to curl my hair because it's oily and it's just not staying straight. So I'm gonna curl my hair while I talk. The list of questions that you guys asked, I put them in my notes just like I did with the relationship video. So I'm just gonna kind of go down, read the questions, and answer them while I do my hair. So let's see. All right, so before I start answering these questions, one, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a gynecologist, so these are like my personal experiences, opinions on your questions, things like that. Don't be like, oh my god, you told me to do this and now blah blah blah. Girl, I don't have no type of license, no type of degree in anything medical, so listen, but don't don't take everything literal if you don't think it's fitting to your situation. Okay, so the first question, somebody just asked me how old I was when I started my period. So I actually was kind of a late bloomer. I know I was in middle school. I want to say it was 8th grade though, y'all, because I specifically remember all of my friends had started their period and like had started growing boobs, and I was so flat chested. And it's crazy because now I'm a freaking double D, but I had no boobies. They were all like, oh my god, I'm bleeding out of my stuff, and I'm like, what is going on? What's wrong with y'all? Like, I don't know nothing about none of that. I had not started my period, but I want to say I was in 8th grade. So I was a little older than other people, late bloomer, whatever. So that's that. I don't know, what's your age when you're in 8th grade? Like 14, 13, 14, something like that. Somebody said, what if I skip a period? So it's normal for your period not to be normal, I think, because like a lot of people use, or a lot of y'all girls use like that tracker, which from what I've seen is usually pretty accurate. I've never done it, but there's a lot of things that'll throw off your period. Stress will throw off your period, sickness, exercise. Like if you weren't active before and now you're active, it can throw your period off because your body is just getting used to getting back in the mode of being active. Stress will definitely throw your hormones off for sure. Like it'll push your period back. What else? Being around other girls. If you're around the same group of girls or even just one girl all the time, y'all's periods will come together. Like y'all will literally start, if not the same day, the same week. So it'll catch on to other girls. So don't be super afraid, you know, all the time if you skip a period, if you're late on a period, because, you know, of course it can mean you're pregnant. Right? That's the first thing that we think, unless you're not sexually active, or yeah, unless you're not sexually active, because nothing else really guarantees that we're not pregnant, right? So yeah, so there's a couple different reasons you can skip your period. Don't always be alarmed, but if you think you could possibly be pregnant, take a test and rule that out. Do tampons cause toxic shock syndrome? So yeah, from what I've heard, I've never dealt with it, but you know, I've heard people be like, oh my god, my tampon's been in for however many hours, I'm gonna get toxic shock syndrome. And I'm like, go change it, go take it out. Like, I don't really know what toxic shock syndrome consists of. I know it's not good. Like, pretty sure you can die from it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not really the person to answer this question, to be honest with you. I just make sure that I change my tampon every 2 to 4 hours. Because 1, it's just nasty if you don't. 2, it's uncomfortable. And 3, like, it's something up your vagina. Why would you want it up there for more than 2 to 4 hours? Like, that's nasty. But yeah, I mean, toxic shock syndrome is a thing. From what I heard, like, the symptoms are like flu-like symptoms, like fever, chills, diarrhea, all that kind of stuff. So if you had your tampon in for hours or a day or 2 days or however long, and you start experiencing those symptoms, you should probably go see your doctor, because you might be experiencing TSS. Next question. Is your period heavy? So my period, like I said at the beginning of this video, is, I'm not even curling my hair. Slacking. My period is heavy. Oh, it's not even on. It's plugged in, but it's not on. All right, well, I guess I'll let that heat up. But yeah, my period is very heavy, and it's always been heavy. Since my period started in 8th grade, it's been heavy. And it's not just the bleeding. Like, that part's horrible. Like, when I tell you I bleed through, I have to wear an overnight pad and a tampon, and sometimes still bleed through. Like, I remember in high school, I would have to call my mom to come check me out, like, because I would be vomiting. I would get, and I still get, the worst migraines. So I got put on birth control, not because I was afraid I was going to get pregnant, but because my periods were so heavy. And I know that's the case with a lot of girls. Your gynecologist will just go ahead and put you on BC because you're trying to normalize your cycle. You know, whether it's like it lasts a really long time, like you're going the full 7 days, which mine, I usually do 5 to 7. The first 3 days are hell, and I know when it's coming because my back will start hurting. I get horrible migraines, like I said, and I get those like a couple days prior to my period as well. So yeah, mine's really heavy. Ways that I deal with it, typical stuff, lots and lots of ibuprofen. Like, I don't even know how I haven't overdosed yet whenever I'm on my period, because I take hella ibuprofen. I will take 4 to 5 ibuprofen at a time, like every 4 to 5 hours, which isn't safe, but I am always really in that much pain. my gynecologist mentioned that I need to get checked for fibroids. I just haven't done it yet because I don't really want to know the answer. But there's a very big possibility that that could be the case, because when I tell you I bleed, baby, I be bleeding, okay? And I just be in here dying for a week straight, and I cannot deal with it anymore. Like, I will say that was the one great thing about being pregnant. Didn't have to deal with a period for 9 months, sis. Like, that was great. But yeah, my birth control, I just got back on it. Well, not just got back on it. I've probably been back on it for a minute now. But it doesn't really help with the pain. I've noticed that it's a little bit shorter now. You know, I'm not really doing 7 days anymore. I'm doing more like 5. But it doesn't help with the pain at all. But the other one, like my other options, my doctor said that the other pill is going to make me gain weight. And I really don't want to gain any more weight, because your girl, and yes, y'all, I curl my hair with a straightener. I don't know how to use a curling iron. And a wand, I burn my finger every 2 seconds. So that just ain't it. But anyways, your girl is a whopping 143. 143, baby. I didn't weigh, I was 120 9 months pregnant with Lay. What'd I tell you? Like, your girl has been eating good. But I'm not mad at my weight. I like my weight right now. I just want to tone it up and, you know, be big, fine, and sexy. Period. That's all I want to do. So I definitely don't want to get on a birth control that's just going to make me blow up, because I'm not trying to be walking around looking like Shamu. I know stuff is closed, but when it open back up, I'm trying to step on y'all necks. Period. No, I'm just kidding. I just, shoot, you know, I'm a girl. Every girl want to look good, want to be fine. But anyways, yes, my periods are heavy. So besides a million ibuprofen, I take, I just use a heating pad. And I actually recently broke my heating pad. I didn't break it. It went out. Like, it wouldn't get hot anymore, and I haven't bought a new one. So I look up some home remedies, and they told me to put rice in a sock and put it in the microwave, and that worked really, really well, and it stayed hot for a long time. But it can, because it's so direct, it can burn your skin. So I would recommend like wrapping it in something before you place it on your skin, and then you can take it out as it starts to cool down. But yeah, if you don't have a heating pad for whatever reason, that is a way to still get the same effects from a heating pad without having one. Just get a sock, like a long Nike sock or some fuzzy socks or something. I use the fuzzy sock just because they're thicker. Literally pour some rice in it, doesn't matter what kind of rice. Tie a knot at the end, stick it in the microwave. I think I put mine in the microwave for like 1.5 to 2 minutes, but I mean, you could just check it and see how hot it gets and go from there. Whew. I don't know why I got this hoodie on, trying to sit here and curl some hair with this hot iron. My God. All right, y'all. Let's get to the next question. How long should my period last? So, like I said, mine lasts 5 to 7 days. You know, they tell you, like, when people think of a period, they're like, dang, I'm out of commission for a week. Usually, most people, especially if you're on birth control, which I feel like 95% of women are on birth control because of their periods. Y'all, I can't focus. I can't do 2 things at once. I really can't. I don't know why I'm trying to do this, torturing y'all right now. But yeah, if you're on birth control, like your period probably doesn't last 7 days. If it does last 7 days, I'm so sorry, because I know how horrible that is. And maybe you should go to the doctor and see about getting on birth control, especially if it's really heavy. If it's bearable, you know, if it's light and you're not dealing with pain, then you know, you could probably thug it out those 7 days. But if it's painful, you know, nobody wants to sit through that for 7 days. But if you're going over 7 days, I think that's a little strange. I've never heard anybody tell me that their cycle lasts longer than 7 days. That's like outlandish. That's crazy talk, because who finna believe for 8 days, boo-boo? Not me. Go. A week max. So if you're going over that, I would get checked. If it's really heavy and you're hitting 7 days, I would get checked. Girl, get on some birth control and it'll definitely shorten it up. I think did for me, did for my friends, did for everybody else I know. So look into that. This was kind of funny. I don't know why I think it's funny, but why are there different size tampons, sis? So there's different size tampons because some people's periods are heavier than others. Like if you're a bleeder like me, you need a super size tampon. Like you can't use a small or regular tampon and be bleeding like crazy, because it's not gonna absorb what it needs to absorb, and you're gonna bleed through. Like I said, I wear a pad, not just a pad, an overnight pad and a super size tampon, which is horrible and uncomfortable, but I have to, because if not, I'll bleed through. And as a woman, like the most embarrassing thing that can happen is bleeding on your pants, because it's like, you have to know how to control your period. You have to learn your body, you have to learn your cycle and know what's happening so that you know what to wear. So if your period's on the lighter side, you know, you're not bleeding through, you don't have to wear a pad underneath your tampon, I would probably go with a regular, just to be on the safe side. At least for like the first 2 to 3 days, wear a regular. After that, I would go to a small, finish out those last 2 to 3 days. Or you can even just put on a pad. I'm not a fan of pads. Like I said, I only wear it because I have to. But I'm not a fan. I don't like the feeling of a pad. I feel like I'm in a diaper. Like I'm a big kid. And I feel like I'm sitting in my blood, which you are. Like just how when kids shit in their diaper and they're sitting there until somebody changes them. Like they're sitting in their crap. We're sitting in our blood. That's so nasty to me, but I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, there's different sizes because there's different levels of bleeding and pain and heaviness. So yeah, you can probably, like, I keep every size because on my last day I don't need the super size. I think the lowest that I use is a regular. If I don't have any, like, and I have to ask somebody for a tampon and they give me a small, it's a bad day for me, because I already know that ain't absorbing nothing for me. Not a thing. I'm missing all these pieces. All right, y'all, how it's looking? I'm about, don't let me count. Did I get these pieces? That'll do. I'm about halfway day. Let me know which one you like. Comment below, curly or straight. I never really do this. Like I said, it just got oily and the curls hold better when my hair is oily, so that's why I'm doing it now. Oh, okay, I capped. I'm not halfway done. I'm pulling all this hair from the back of my head. All right, so hopefully I'll finish this by the end of this video, but because it's hot. I don't like that one. Somebody said, can I get pregnant during my period? So you can get pregnant at any time. Anytime. Like, it doesn't matter that you're bleeding. So it does not stop them swimmers, boo. Doesn't matter. I don't really have sex while I'm on my period. But it's not a normal thing. But it doesn't, being on your period does not stop you from getting pregnant whatsoever. you know, I would still recommend using protection if you don't want to get pregnant, being on birth control, but don't say, hey, I'm on my period so we can have sex and I can't get pregnant, because you will end up with a baby. Because them little things is going, blood or not, boo, they, and in 9 months you're gonna have you a little one, because what they say, a period don't stop nothing but a sentence. Period don't stop nothing but a sentence. Y'all, I can't go the other way. So yeah, baby, you can definitely get pregnant on your period. So wrap up, my baby. And make sure you put down a towel, sis, because you asking me this, that's letting me know you having sex while you on your period. So put something down on that bed. Don't be getting them sheets dirty. Y'all, I be hearing noises while I'm in here. I am so paranoid. My heart just dropped. My baby in there asleep. How do you get rid of cramps? So I already answered that. Some more ways, just to touch base on it again, besides the heating pad, sit in a warm bath. Get some Dr. Teal's lavender, put that in there. It's just soothing. What else? Cut your diet is really big. Don't be drinking caffeine, eating sugar, eating crazy, and like, I don't know, people be like, oh my god, I'm on my period so I'm craving. Like, I don't ever crave anything on my period. I don't need a tub of ice cream and a whole bunch of chocolate. Like, I just be hurting. I don't crave shit. So yeah, eat well. Like, that's a big part of how you feel while you're on your period. What else? Why do I feel so full whenever I'm on my period? LOL, I be bloated. So again, not a doctor, but my gynecologist told me, because I had this question before too. I was like, I just feel fat when I'm on my period. Like, always feel like I just ate a full meal. She said something about like your body holds water, extra water or something whenever you're on your period. I don't know, have no idea. But again, I think that's a diet thing. Like, I would cut back on caffeine, salt, sugar, all of that stuff. Do more greens, drink some juices like celery juice, all that stuff cleans you out, which means, like, when I say cleans you out, you'll be on the toilet and you won't have a choice but to feel light as a feather, because you're gonna be emptied out, sis. So that's what I would recommend. All I've ever used is pads. I'm a virgin. No, tampons, okay, I can't count. If you're a virgin, it may not be too comfortable going in, but it doesn't hurt. It's just a different, uneasy, unknown feeling to you. You know, read the instructions. If you're close with your mom, I would ask your mom for help, or if you have a friend that you're really close to, I'd ask them for help. I personally had my mother with me the first time I ever used a tampon, which I was a virgin as well. So again, uneasy feeling. I started with pads, but again, like, mine was just so heavy, I didn't have a chance. I mean, I didn't have a choice but to start using tampons. My mom hated it. She was like, do you have to use these? Do you have to use these? And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because, you know, that's the first thing going up your vagina. As a mother, that's a crazy thought. But yeah, so she just walked me through the instructions, and once it's in, it's in. The second one's easy breezy, but no, they don't hurt. You're good. Get your mama, hold her hand, click, push, pull. You're good. Pull them up and go about your day, sis. You ain't even gonna know it's there. Promise you, it's way, way, way more comfortable than wearing a pad. All right, so I had a lot of questions about cravings. I'm not really gonna go into those because I don't get cravings. I already said that. But it would be horrible for me to just be like, eat what you want. But I think it's a hormone thing. You know, your hormones are all out of whack whenever you're on your period, clearly. I don't know what hormone that is telling your brain, hey, go be unhealthy, but my hormones don't do that. So I don't know why y'all do that. Y'all's hormones need to get it together. Go eat some fruits and vegetables, boo. Because we don't want all them fatty, fried, greasy foods. And if you do, get some salmon, some nuts, some avocado, something. Because y'all be out of control acting like y'all need chocolate and shit on your periods. Sorry. But so this is the last one I'm gonna answer. Period means I'm not pregnant, right? No, not necessarily, because whenever I got pregnant with Lay, I didn't know I was pregnant until I was 2.5 months, and it's because like I still had a period. That first month that I had been pregnant, my period was normal. It came, lasted 5 to 7 days. I was hurting. I just had a period. Still put my tampon in. Went about life like I was not pregnant. That second month that came around, my period was late, but what I thought was my period was really spotting. So I would say, like, sorry guys, my camera just died on y'all, but I'm just gonna hop right back into the question, or the answer that I was given to that question. I would say like around whenever your period is abnormal, or if it's not really consistent and it's more so like you're bleeding stopping, you just have spots of blood coming out of your tampon or your pad, definitely get it checked, especially if you've been sexually active, or if you even have a thought that you're pregnant. Just take a test, find out. But yeah, and I've heard stories of other people like, I still had a period, that's why I never took a test or knew that I was pregnant for 2 to 3 months. And that was the same thing with me, but I just noticed the second month that my period was just a little abnormal. You know, it wasn't as consistent. I wasn't like heavily bleeding. I was just bleeding here and there, and I was like, And another thing, I was on birth control when I got pregnant, so not gonna cap and say like I was on birth control and I was responsible with my birth control and I took my pill every morning, because I didn't. I was on the pill, and it's actually the same pill that I'm on now, but I was just so irresponsible. I would take one morning, next morning not take it, next morning be like, oh, I missed yesterday, so let me take 2 today. Not take them for 2 days. Oh, I missed 2 days, let me take 3 today. Like, do not be like that, because if we were meant to take birth control every other day or take 2 pills at once, like that's how it would be described in the instructions, or that's how we would be supposed to take them. I don't even know what the freak I just said. That's how we would be. That's how we would take them. I don't know what I was trying to say. That's how we would have to take them. But everybody knows you have to take birth control every single day, or it's not that effective. Like, and you know, I think you can miss a day and then take 2, but missing 2 and then taking 3 and so on and so forth, or just missing and skipping and whoop-de-whoop being a hottie thotty, it ain't gonna work. So I couldn't really be mad and be like I was on birth control, because I was, but I wasn't. You know, I wasn't responsible with it. I am not like that anymore. I take my birth control and I am consistent with it, because I already know what happens when you're not. So yeah, that is all I have for today's series. For today's episode of the Girl Talk series. I hope I answered y'all's questions. They all were kind of repetitive. There's only so many questions you can have about periods. So I tried to cover everybody just by answering what I answered. If I didn't and you want to message me because you like my answers and my experience and what I deal with my period, feel free. I will answer you right away. Comment below, ask me a question. Let me know if you guys have any more topics, any more things that you want me to cover that I may not already have been asked to cover on my Instagram. So I don't know how long this series is gonna go on. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep it going until we run out of topics. So keep them coming because I love doing these for you guys. Love talking to my ladies, just like I said in my last video. And yeah, that's it. So again, if you are new to my channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the post notification bell so that you get notified every time I post a new video. And yeah, that's it. Oh, life update, guys. I got a new tat. I cannot get my leg up that high. Hold on. Y'all, I used to be a cheerleader. I used to be able to put my leg behind my head and do bow and arrows and scorpions and all kinds of stuff. And now I can't even get my ankle in the camera. Hold on. It's a basic bitch tattoo. I know. So I don't need the comments of everybody got that tattoo, blah blah blah. Okay, well now everybody and me got it, bitch. Who cares? Like, I like it. I think it's so cute. The placement of it is cute, and that's that. I like it, so I got it. I don't care who has it. Take that up with your mammy because I don't care. So yeah, that's my life update. Another life update if you're interested and still tuned in. I'm at my 3-week mark of having Lele here. It's been it's been a blast and it's been tiring. So, but I am doing good, guys. If you, well, you don't know what time it is. It's 12:58 right now. She fell asleep at like 11:30. That is so good, y'all. When Lay first got here, she was going to bed at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then sleep until 2 p.m. And I couldn't be mad at her because whenever she was living with my parents, like, they're retired, they don't work, they don't have a schedule. So they would just be up with her all types of hours. They would sleep with her all day, get up, play, do it all over again. Nuh-uh. We're not doing none of that, baby. We finna get on a schedule because I need you to get to bed because I need some time to myself. I need time to record my videos for you guys. I need time to just sit back, relax, drink me some wine, watch me a movie. Because being a mom is tiring, and being a single mom is even more tiring. So shout out to all my single moms. Like I said, this is a girl talk video. So if you're a mom, and definitely if you're a single mom, shout out to you. Keep working hard. Back this mommy shit. I know some days are hard, but we gotta do what we gotta do for our babies. So that's my life update, guys. I'm doing great. I'm happy. I love having her here. She's amazing. And that's it. So y'all stay tuned. I don't know what the next topic is gonna be. I'm thinking it's gonna be sex. Just because that was like, that was the one. I keep getting questions about it. I still have people writing me like, when are you gonna touch on sex? So I will probably touch on that in the next video. Only gonna answer certain questions about that because, again, kind of sort of repetitive questions, but it'll be a good talk. I may have somebody join in with me on that topic just so I can get a different opinion from someone else. Don't know if it's gonna be a boy or girl yet. Maybe I'll do both so that we can get some different perspectives, see how we think versus these lovely men that we deal with. But yeah, that's it. So y'all, I'm gonna go finish the other half of my hair because, like I said, I can't do 2 things at once. I couldn't focus. So I'm gonna burn up in here with this iron and this damn hoodie on and finish my hair, and then I will see y'all in the next video.